Hello everyone. This is going to be your daily love message. All right, it's a message for the collective. It is not sign specific. Please don't ask me that shit. I have other videos and make other videos for sign specific messages. This is general. It is not sign specific. If it was, it would say it in the title. That shit gets on my nerves. Daily love message, just general for anyone that may need it. All right, if it resonates, cool. If it doesn't, that's okay. The message is not for you. There are plenty of other messages here that I put out. There is also a ton of other readers on YouTube. Okay, so if it fits, if it can help you in some way, that's awesome. If not, that's okay too. All right. A lot of people don't realize these messages are not time. You know, time isn't really linear. All right, and energy is fluid. So just because it's dated for a certain day, I mean, this could have happened last week. This could happen next week. This could be happening next year, next month. Okay, this could be something that's in the works, or you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of how energy works. All right. Now, when I was shuffling, oh, and y'all know how to get a hold of me if you want a personal reading. I don't really want to go into that on these, but anyway, card flying out already. While I was shuffling the deception card, someone wearing a false self mask did show itself to me. Okay, it did not come out, but it did show itself to me. Also, healing family issues showed itself to me. Again, did not come out, but did show itself. Okay, so the first card that's flown out, which I wasn't even going to do these first, but here we go. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. This is something I preach all the time. Too many people go their whole lives with never having truly loved or accepting the way that someone can love them because of the rules that you allow society to place on you and your relationship. Unconditional love is exactly that. It has no conditions, no expectations, and no strings. You should never be loving someone because you expect them to love you back, okay? You love someone because it is what you do, because that is what you want to do. For those of you, and this has been coming up a lot in personal readings, so I'm just going to put it to you like this. For those of you that are spending a lot of time and effort on fixing or healing someone so that they become whole for you, okay? If you are doing all this work and putting all this work and healing energy and effort into fixing someone or healing someone or making someone whole so that they can be whole for you, so that the end result is them being with you, you need to fucking run, because you're doing it for the wrong reasons. That's selfish. If you're just trying to heal someone because you want, like, you, because that's basically you trying to mold someone into what you want them to be, right? If you want to help someone, it should be to help them, to make them whole no matter what they decide in the end, okay? That's a huge mistake that I see a lot of people make. It gets you hurt. It leaves you drained. If you don't have the energy to give, don't give it. Don't give it. Especially if you're expecting them to be with you or give it back to you in the end, okay? This is the number one thing that I see gets people hurt, okay? The other thing is living someone else's life and allowing society and other people and friends and family to tell you what is the correct way to go about a relationship for you. So I'm going to read this again. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. It's not about what's right or wrong. It's about what's right or wrong for you. Too many people say they can deal with this or they can deal with that when really it's killing you on the inside. And vice versa. Too many people leave someone who is a real connection because someone else decided that whatever the situation was or whatever happened is a deal breaker, when inside it wasn't really that big of a deal to you. Transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Let me say something about this card too, though. Yeah, love does conquer and transform all things. You damn right. Real love. Real love. Not controlling, not molding, okay? Not having ulterior motives or some sort of a like sinister attitude behind the scenes, okay? And I know people don't want to hear this shit. I really don't give a fuck what you want to hear. If you want a fluffy reading, you've got to go somewhere else. You should know by now that's not what I do, all right? Your relationship with one another is about to deepen, but only if you've kept it real, okay? And keeping it real is about more, like, look, this world does shit to us, okay? It's a cold motherfucker out here, and it hardens us. Keeping it real doesn't just mean, like, saying what needs to be said. It means feeling what needs to be felt, okay? It means coming from a pure place for you and that other person, all right? So, yes, your relationship with one another is about to deepen, but only if you've been sincere and pure in your heart, okay? Love conquers all and transforms all things. Agreed. Another thing that has been coming up is the dynamics of the relationships. They're shifting. And not in any one direction. Like, they're shifting constantly. It's like 1 minute you hold this type of relationship with the person, and literally in the next 5 minutes, it's a completely different dynamic. I haven't really processed that all the way. It's just an interesting observation. I think it's really cool that we can, as humans and spiritual beings, love one being, you know, on so many different levels. I mean, obviously we have several beings that we love on different levels. Like, I love you like a sister, I love you like a brother, I love you like a son, I love you like a mom. You know, obviously we have that, but it's so interesting to me that we can love one soul on so many different levels, and at any given time the dynamics of that relationship can shift. And what I've been seeing is they don't just shift, they shift with ease. But only for the ones that have kept it 100. Wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Again, for the ones that have kept it 100. You won't be trying to rush anything if you're keeping it 100. Because you're not there to really do anything other than be there, to be fully present. Do you know what makes you feel the most loved? Loving. If you feel like you need more love, it's because you're not loving yourself enough. I'm telling you this because it took me over 20 years, over 25 years, honestly, to learn that. I spent a huge chunk of my life unhappy and doing self-destructive things because I wanted more love. And I thought that was going to come from outside of me. I thought that some man was going to be able to give me that. And it took me a very long time to realize that in order to feel more loved, I had to love myself more, and I had to start loving others more. Okay, that it's a situation where when you raise your vibration, it's like, you know, light cannot exist in the dark and dark cannot exist in the light. They can't exist without each other, but one is going to override the other all the time. It's the same thing with positive and negative energy, right? So as you lift your vibration, you sort of can't hold these lower vibrational things. Otherwise, it will drag you down, or you will lift them up. Either way, okay? So whenever you are craving more love, be that love, and your entire world will change. You'll see. The world changes, because what is the world? A matter of perception and perspective. I am so confused of what? My reading or your life? Secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Yeah, I kind of got that with the deception, the mask card. But that's okay. Like, not everything has to be said, and people will say what they want to say when they get around to it. Like, this is what I tell people all the time, especially in my life, because a lot of people are intimidated by me. A lot of people are scared to approach me. you know, I deal with a lot of people and a lot of things in a lot of different ways. And I have to completely, like, I have to always remind people, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you say. Doesn't matter what happens. Do you know my soul? Do you know my soul? That's all that matters. All that other shit, all the clumsy language, all that, you know what I'm saying? We'll get to it when we get to it, if we get to it. Okay? So if someone has deeper feelings for you than they're willing to express at this moment, that's okay. That's okay. Do you feel it? Do they feel it? That's what matters. Okay? Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Okay? And that's all we're really doing at any given time for one another. 2 people, 3 people, a group of people. All we're really doing is reflecting. I'm not even sure how this one got flipped over, but it's twin flames. Your passion ignites. It's on the bottom of the deck and it's flipped over like it's the wrong way, and it's the only one that's like that. Interesting. Interesting. Anyways, as I was saying, all we're really doing here, what is the world? The world is a giant reflection. You know, some would say, a lot of people would say, Christians and other religions as well. And even people that are not religious, just spirituality. That why did the Creator create this? To experience life on all levels, right? To have one giant reflection, to experience something in all aspects. So as spiritual beings, all we're really doing is reflecting ourselves back to one another. All right, let's get into these love oracle cards. You're confused with your life. Okay. I mean, it happens. I think we're all confused with our life at some point. The best advice I can give you, I mean, without going into too much detail, if you'd like to reach me for a personal reading, you know, all the information is in the description box below. But the best advice I can give you right here, right now, is to take it one thing at a time. Okay. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. I think that came out in the daily real shit message about the level of support that people are having around them that either they haven't used in a long time, or they didn't know. Okay, retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. You may already be in the middle of this, all right, or this may be coming. And that could be part of letting your friends help you. Hey, if your friend owns an extra house or an extra resort or has an extra room, go. Go. Let them help you. Get the fuck out of Dodge. Turn off your phone. Let's be real. We are headed into 2021. Or 2020. 2021. Shit, my ass is so damn high. I'm lifted up off the fucking earth, y'all. Shit, I'm already a year and a half ahead. We're headed into 2020. You cannot go off grid. Not completely. You can do your best, and there are things that you can do to stay off grid for a time. But you cannot go off grid. Not completely. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. But there are things that you can do for a time, like turn off your fucking phone, hide out, go to a place you've never been before, go by yourself or go with the loved one. For some of you, you need to go by yourself so that you can reflect on a situation that is going to deepen or is deepening currently. And for others of you, you may already be with this person retreated. For others of you, this is soon to come, okay? But for whichever category you fall in, it's definitely bringing a great deal of transformation, as it should, because if we're not transforming and we're not using each other to reflect, we're not loving and we're not using each other to grow, what the fuck are we doing here? In fact, if that is the case, then get that person out of your life, because there's no use, okay? Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. What did I say? Look, if you are craving more love, be that love. If it's returned, great. If it's not, oh well. you're returning it to yourself. So it really doesn't matter what you get from the other person. That's why it's love. That's why true love is unconditional, because it doesn't mean that you have to love me back, or if I, brush, your hair or stroke your hair, that you have to do mine back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I don't know, it just is. And when you go into something with no expectations, you're seldom disappointed. Express your love. I feel like I'm talking to somebody. If you are craving more love, be that love. The world changes. The world changes because your world changes. Okay? It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Okay? I know you can't see these, but I'm showing you anyways, just out of habit. Okay? It's safe for you to love again. For those of you that have been jaded and fucked around, but who hasn't? Who hasn't? Who hasn't been lied to? Who hasn't been jaded? Who hasn't been hurt? It's safe for you to love. You need to love. It's a necessity here. Okay. New love. Embrace this new opportunity of love that is here. This may pertain to work opportunities or spiritual growth. Okay, I think it's all the way around, because whenever you are loving and accepting new love, you are creating opportunity all the way around. That's what love does. That's what love is. Yes, this is a love reading, romantic love, but I feel like love is just way too romanticized in this day and age. Like, Hollywood is great, movies are great, but this ain't fucking Hollywood. Like, this is real life, and love does so much more than put two people together forever. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like by romanticizing it in the way that people have, they've really dumbed it down. Okay, be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show that you care. Love is love. It's more than what's on TV. I agree. But to try to get people, and I'll say this, oftentimes people confuse love with infatuation and obsession. Not the same thing. Not the same thing at all. Not at all. But the majority of people do confuse love with that. Okay? Be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show that you care. Look, the first oracle card out was about letting your friends help and support you. And then in another oracle deck, you get be supportive. Demonstrate love. Find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. Lot of action going on. I see a lot of this. I don't see a lot of this. I'm fucking with you, but I'm not really. I'm not. Wow, cards already. The first card out, heart chakra. You cannot make it up. You cannot make this up. Love, love, love. All right, second card out, listen, related to the high priestess. Okay, whatever this is, whatever this relationship is, even if this is self with self, because this could very well be self with self. This is already written in the stars. The thing here is it going to make you or break you? Because what I am seeing is someone having to expand their understanding of what love truly is and what it truly means. Someone is having to put themselves and their own limiting beliefs to the side to listen to spirit with that high priestess and to listen to the other person. and to really listen to their heart, especially if you're dealing with someone that has way deeper feelings for you than they are actually expressing at this time. You really, really, really need to listen, and do not listen with your ears, baby. You need to be listening with your heart and your soul, because it is in the heart that no lies live, okay? In the heart is where all of the deepest desire lives. You can't lie there. This is why I tell you all the time. Telepathy is our natural form of communication, and this is why I tell people all the time, but do you know my soul? Because that's what's important. Words can hide things, words can protect feelings, words can lie, words can manipulate, they can twist. They are spells. That's why we learn to spell, to cast spells over things and hide truths, okay? In the heart, no lies can live there. The heart shows it all. So when you are listening, you need to be listening with your heart, and you need to create a space for someone. I'm talking to someone. You need to create a space in your heart chakra. I'm going to say for yourself. You do that, and this space will be created for whoever else you are worried about. Yes, telepathy. I see him in my dreams, and it's shifting my energy. Okay, well, that's good. I do want to say, though, just because you dream of some, well, I'm not going to get into that. Again, if you want a personal reading, there's a lot of misinformation out there. Okay, and then again, as I say that, and I'm about to say, but then again, what is truth? Always a matter of perception, interpretation, and perspective. Number 7, seek the truth comes out. Okay, seek the truth. Now, normally this is the card of deception, but I don't know. I'm just not getting a lot of deception. What I am getting here is, you see those two conscious, well, you can't see, but there's two consciousness back to back, and she's there in the red dress, and she's sort of splitting them open, right? And it's that, I can't remember the name of it, but it's basically like a womb, okay? These two circles, these two heads that create a womb, which is that third energy, that creation energy. And she's actually splitting it open to seek the truth of the inside, to seek the truth of the true creation energy, that true, people get sex all fucking twisted. Like, I started to say that earlier about, you know, when people use love in certain ways, people use sex as a tool as well. And it is a tool, but I mean, they use it as like a manipulation tool. To manipulate people, and it is to manipulate energy and to create. It does a lot of things, and also it's just for pleasure. Like, people leave that out when they go to one extreme or the next of, you know, like a spiritual aspect. But that third creation energy coming out of that womb there is absolute truth. There's no, again, that's just like the heart. There's no lie in that creation energy. Why? Because when that happens, when that whatever has been building up in that energy, when you have the orgasm, right? When you have the release, whatever has been in the heart space, whatever has been that intention, good or bad, doesn't matter, is what you are putting out to the world whenever you release. That's what's been building up that entire time. Okay? What? I know what you mean. I should out him. Okay, I don't know. Anyways, so seek the truth, sacral chakra. As I'm telling you about sex and the creation energy, the sacral chakra comes out here. Look. And I will tell you this too. A lot of people don't realize there are more ways to extract and extend the sexual energy to one another than just intercourse. That can be utilized to your benefit, and also some of you should be very careful. But as I say, like, look, you've got the heart chakra and the sacral chakra with seek the truth in between, and listen. Go on. This damn puppy. The two things that are abused most here, as far as spiritual beings go: love and sex. This are the two things that are abused the most and misunderstood. The heart chakra and the sacral chakra. And for whoever just said I should out him, there's a third party. I mean, if that's what you should do for you, then that's what you need to do. Like, no one should be telling you, you know, and there again, it's like, that's love. That's part of love. Love is not about, oh God, this just like really runs me hot. I don't even know if I want to talk about this right now. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch on it. Okay, new vitality. New vitality. Again, we're getting that transformation. And for whoever's connecting with this reading, whatever this connection is for you, even if it is self with self or self with friends or a new love, a new relationship, that's sort of, wow, extending to new heights. This may be the very thing or the very relationship or that last missing puzzle piece that gives you that new vitality, that ignites that new desire in you, that comes to transform and heal your heart and your sacral chakra. Or you may very well be doing that for them. Now, on that same note, I'm going to repeat, please do not put all of your time and effort into someone just because you expect them to be whole in the end for you. If you are not doing it truly for them, fucking back off. You will be disappointed in one way or another. I promise you. The third eye chakra and embrace, okay, related to the world. The third eye and the world. Someone coming to take over the world. Seriously though, the third eye chakra, like I'm seeing these they did come out together after the new vitality. Look, there's something very deep happening here in this connection. Yes, the connection is deepening, but more than that, it is allowing you, good or bad, because not everybody, don't take this as a fluffy reading because it's not fluffy for everyone. I see some really ugly shit here. Some really hard things to deal with. But, and that's only for a number of you, not for everyone. But the way that this relationship is deepening, the way that this connection is deepening, yes, it's putting you both closer on a level. Yes, it's doing that. But more than that, more important than that, it's deepening and shifting and changing the way that your mind's eye perceives the world and the cycles and your power. It's deepening you. You're shifting. This is a paradigm shift. You've gotten the High Priestess and the third eye chakra with new vitality, which is related to the Ace of Wands and the world embrace. This is a huge shift. Open up. That's what's happening. This relationship is opening you up, okay? Whether it's good or bad, and a lot of you may be feeling real fucking triggered by this person or them, you, because that's what opening up feels like. When you've been shut down, think of it as like something that's been shut for a long time, you know, like steel or concrete or even wood, you know, steel or, not steel, but yeah, metal, rust, okay, wood swells over time. So if that thing's been shut for like 50 years, yeah, it's going to take some force to getting it open, and it's probably going to break something along the way. It's going to be chipped. It's going to be rusty, right? It's going to hurt. It's not going to be pretty. That doesn't mean you just shouldn't fucking open it. You can't repair it. You can't make it whole, and you're never going to see what's really in there if you don't open it up. I love it. 5, win or lose. Win or lose. And that's what I'm saying. This is not a fluffy reading because not all of you are dealing with a relationship that is going to last in a romantic way, or even period. For some of you, I'm hearing specifically a reason, a season, or a lifetime. For some of you, it was only a reason, and you've been trying to hold on for a lifetime. This is hurting you. But win or lose, are you willing to step up to the plate and transform for yourself? For yourself. Because if you're not willing to do it for you, no one else is going to be, not from a pure place. Everyone thinks that someone else comes to complete you. No, you were born with everything you need. You complete you. Anything else is icing on the cake, all right? Nurture. more abundance, more creation. She is the mother of all. The crown chakra, I'm telling you, this is blowing wide open with coming together and move. This is related to the Chariot and the Two of Cups. I know you can't really see these, but this connection is bringing significant change and transformation. And if you are one of the ones that is deepening into a romantic relationship, that's absolutely beautiful. Congratulations. This is something you've been waiting for a long time, okay? But if you're not, I don't want you to be discouraged. If you're one of the ones that's having to realize that it's time to maybe let go, I do not want you to be discouraged, because this type of transformation is what lifts you to levels that allow real love in. So whatever you're looking for, stop. Whatever you're looking for, you will find inside of you. And when you do, you will find that you begin to attract it. Okay? So that's what I have for you. I love you all so much. I hope someone got something out of this, and I will see you all next time.